similarities.
That's gonna be a lot of similarities. All right, offline
100%,
review:
bro.
Joker versus what the champion is? You have the wrong title. Gwen versus Viego. Go. Looks like both junglers are clearing their red side. Difference obviously is actually no, both junglers actually start Raptors too. That's rare. So this is actually really good. Raptor spawns are really unique because the rule is you both have to be on Raptors on spawn. But a lot of times people fuck up this rule and they don't do it on spawn. So if I was you, I'd probably play for his Raptor response. I'd probably do blue. I mean, I'd do Wolves into Gromp. There's no reason not to cycle the camps together. And then I would do Scuttle, and then I would be camping his Raptors. And then if he fucks up and he's not there, I start them on spawn. And if he is there, I'll just say, alright, whatever. I'll go to my Raptors. Unless you saw him here. If you saw him here, and then okay, when you see him crossing, then I'll go to my Raptors because it looks like he didn't fuck up. He knows the rule. But a lot of times people fuck up and they aren't here on time. So here he's crossing, so now I'd cross as well. But if you didn't see him crossing, I think it's worth to make keep him on his toes, which it looked like what you're gonna do because it looked like you were walking into it. So we're on the same page. And here there's no point to not do your Krug as well because now you're in the thing where you're gonna be running from Krugs all the way to Wolves. So I call this a cross country. So now we're cross countrying for no reason, right? And instead of buying a dagger, we could have bought a Lamp Tone or a Dark Seal with the extra Krug money, right? Um, or if you're gonna go Dawn, you could have bought a Health Crystal, right? Or I could add probably buy Dark Seal. So I hate cross countrying. There's no point. All you do is you desync your Raptors and your Krugs together, and you base on lower money than you could have. Here here I would do Wolves, and also this is why you should do Wolves Gromp instead of Wolves Blue, because now normally you can start your Gromp right now, but because you did Wolves Blue, now you can't do your Gromp because it's not up yet. So I think normally that's you got punished here, but you got a random solo kill, so you get to pull Dragon, awesome. Not sure why you're going for a gank. Again, you should just be playing for your Gromp. Um, these guys are not low, they're not pushing. You have no CC, you have no ult. I know your teammates are pinging it, but you have the ability to ignore your teammates. So I think in here, if I'm Viego and I'm smart and I see you gank bot and I know you start Raptors, instead of recon here like an idiot, I would just go and take your Raptors, and now you're depressed because he just takes your camp for free, right? Sorry. Grump, Scuttle, again here. It just like looks like he's not going to because he's bad, but because you skip your Gromp, if you took your Raptors here and your top side, you'd be like super depressed. Fuck, I move my phone. My friend keeps texting me. I just don't think this is like how Gwen plays. Like Gwen really wants to play for her first time spike, have beat Dawn or Nashers. Really wants to farm up. You're kind of like spam ganking. I know they're pinging, but you just gotta ignore it. I tell you right now, if you got this assist and Viego took your entire top side, jungle's over. An assist gold and losing all three camps, which in reality is 6 camps because it's 3+3 for him, -3 for you. This is like game losing for jungle. And again, it looks like he didn't do it because he's bad, but that doesn't make what you did good, right? Like this guy just completely fucking cancer into look what he just did, right? And now you get a kill off it, but there's no reason why he'd have to do that. So I think you're just looking to fight way too much. You're also not cycling your camps correctly. You gotta cycle wolves and gromps together. You gotta cycle your raptors and krugs together. You desynced raptors krugs. You desynced wolves and gromp, and then you forced two ganks, which were both low percentage chance to work because they are not low and they're not pushing, and blah blah blah. You know. In this case, this one he's low in pushing, but in this case he just ended up dying to not even you. So works out. Play for all our camps. I wouldn't be here without ult. Like again, here I would just be clearing down. Like I'd be doing. I have 5 camps up, so I'm doing Krugs, Red, Raptors, Wolves, Blue. Right. I don't really care about Grubs because I already got the Dragon. So because I already got the first objective, I CB the second objective. Obviously, if I do all 3 camps and then it's free, I'll just yoink it. But I'm not looking to fight with no ult. Right. No ult gun is useless. And here you show up with no ult. So I mean, let's see how this goes. Like, this Viego just gets caught again. And these guys just got fucked. They got hit by double Bard stun. This Bard is the best player on Earth, apparently. You have Carrier. But normally, I think you just be. I mean, even here, you weren't even useful. They just won it without you, right? So, I don't know. It's working out. I think if you don't have Carrier on Bard, then we're just forcing unnecessary plays, which have low percentage chance of working. Because again, Gwen with no ult and no first item is so fucking useless. But it works out. We get 2 grubs. We get the thing. Recall here. If you don't even have money to buy, why even base then, right? You have no components to buy. You have nothing to base. Just don't even base. Just go Krugs to Wolves, right? You just got nothing. This now out instantly base. Dawn's 1300, right? Unless I'm crazy. You just checked it. How much was it? I think it was 1300. Oh, yeah, 1200 actually. Yeah, so just instantly base, right? You get this and base. You have basically all camps down. So it has one camp. You'll just base here, buy Dawn, and you'll just open to your Raptors. And then from here, you'll do anything. You do Raptors to top, Raptors to mid, Raptors to bot, Raptors to invade. You have like 4 different options, right? Why would I ever stay on the map when I have Dawn, an item? For what, a mid gank? Is mid gank guaranteed? It's a fucking Ari with 3 dashes. There's nothing about mid that looks like, oh yeah, instead of basing for an item, let me go and gank the full HP not pushing champion with 3 dashes. Like, this makes no sense to me. So, instead of getting our item, this is what, we just check Raptors dead, Krugs are dead. Are we going to play for a dive on full HP Jinx, full HP Soraka? Nope. And then here, again, if Viego's smart, he sees you bot, guess what he does? He takes your Raptors and your Krugs. He just takes your entire top side for literally zero reason, you know? And look, that's what he did. He finally did it, you know? So just super unnecessary. We win the fight because we have Bard roaming, and this guy lands every ult and every Q because this guy's carrier. But again, I have no problem fighting here because you have ult, you have Ghost, you have Dawn. So condition-wise, the fight looks great. I don't think the fight here is the problem. I think the fact that we lost our top camps, and we spent the last 40 seconds doing nothing is the problem. Sorry. Okay, I don't. We filtered down. Looks good. We're here for the fight. We have ult. Ult instantly. Good. Q. Really good. Ult again. Do scuttle. Go to our topside camps. Hit mid plays because we're playing Gwen, and we have grubs. Looks good. 2. I would never invade here with 2.3 ever. Here, it's time to base. We have 2,400 gold. It's time to danger ping this, call this off, base, buy our fucking crazy items. If you're going Nasters, you have Blasting Wand Fetus Codex, you have Blasting Wand Recurbo. If you're building another item, you have Sorix plus Large Rod. I don't know what you're building next, but whatever you want, you have it. You'll base, and you'll literally do Krugs, Raptors, Blue into Dragon Star. You'll be level 11. You'll be an item and a half, and the Dragon fight is going to be unlosable, you know. But if we go top here and we die, or we overchase, or their team comes, or we get our conditions burned, like God knows what the fuck can happen, you know. Nice, we did all this. We got a blue buff, I guess. Sick, you know. Krugs, and you could have taken all this time it took. You could have based and gotten Krugs and Raptors, which is worth just as much as blue and these wolves, obviously. And now you'd be hitting Herald right now, Dragon right now, but instead you're obviously not in time. Your Katarina ends up solo killing Viego, so you get a free dragon. But again, they're just full RNG. Like Viego just happens to get solo killed by fucking Katarina. Like like what the fuck? So I don't know. It just makes no sense to me. We base, we have full item, nice. Now if I was you, I want to play for this Herald. It's the next objective. So what would I do? I would clear towards the Herald. I would go Gromp, Blue, Wolves, Raptors, Herald, right? Because again, if you go straight to Herald, you're giving him a trade plan. He could now go and take your Scuttle, Blue. He take all four of these camps. And it's not like you're gonna lose the match losing 4 camps, but why would I give him a trade play, right? This is the type of game where you should be up 2-3 levels. That's the reality of it. But right now you only have 1 level because of all these things. definitely doing some crazy plays, but they're working. Alright, Bard. He can't. He doesn't have his Icelands. Look at him. Ah. Yeah. It's so funny. The one time you clear your camps is the one time your team fights without you and dies. And you might be like, oh, this is why I don't clear camps. This is why I don't full clear. Well, it's like it's different. Like it's different doing it in a dead map and an active map. Right now is an example of an active map, right? Your top laner is pushing top lane. Your mid lane is pushing bot. Um, your bot lane is obviously pushing mid and now invading. This is a very active map. Then we compare it to when I wanted you to just base instead of going for the blue, which was what was it? It was right here, right? This is a dead map. Your top laner is dead. Your mid laner is in base, right? Your support was just basing too, right? So mid's dead, top's dead, support's basing. This is a dead map. Top's not active, mid's not active. It just AD carries active, right? So here's where a dead map just base and full clear. This is an example of an active map. Top's alive, mid's alive, AD carries alive. Everyone's pushing lanes. Objective spawning soon, right? So without being like picky and choosy, it just people are alive and pushing. You want to be on the map, follow them, play with them, cover them, fight. Everyone's dead or in base or basing. That's when you also want to be doing the same thing, basing, killing your camps, blah blah blah. You know, because ends up being really bad. AD carry dies, support dies. He has a shutdown. He has two shutdowns. You die. You have a shutdown. Dragon spawns in a minute. Now you have no ult and no ghost for dragon. Urgot dies. They pull Baron. Like, oh fuck it. Everything that could have happened happened. Because you might also, if you took these camps earlier, then you would have been here at the fight because you wouldn't have been on these camps. But obviously, when you don't kill them, you have to go kill them eventually. Then that becomes possible. So that was. Oh, you actually didn't lose Baron. Thank God. If you lost Baron, the game is flipped. It's still bad. Lost a lot of gold, but you didn't lose Baron and you got Soul, so the game is still completely playable. Now we're pulling Baron. We get on spawn. Awesome. We have Soul. We have Baron. This looks good. Now we're Operation Babysitter. You're basically don't care about items, don't care about XP. Operation is hover our teammates, hover MF, hover Katarina, and break the base within it. Our entire team is running into the enemy jungle spam pinging. We are running there and fighting with them. If our team dies right now and we lose our entire Baron buff, we're so fucked. Like this is not you have it completely backwards. You're farming when you should be fighting, and you're fighting when you should be farming. Like right now, again, it's an active map. We actively have Baron. We are actively pushing in their fucking crib. Right. This is where we want to be with our team. Not doing blue, not being wolves. We want to be diving this tower, hitting tower, fighting these guys right now. Right. You have to be able to understand this from an active map and a dead map. You keep farming an active map, and you keep fighting in dead maps. And obviously by the time you get here, the fight's already over. Or by the time you finally got here, MF's already dead. Urgot's dead too. So we're just too late. I'm not saying guaranteeing that if you were here earlier you would be able to prevent this. Looks like your team kind of trolled and got hit by 3 men or got ult. I mean, sign ult. But the point still stands. And obviously you guys all die. You lose your Baron buff, and now the game is pretty fucking equal. Because even though the kills are still in your favor by 2, you have to keep in mind you guys lost a lot of shutdowns. So they actually have way more kill gold than you guys. Also, this game I think I would go Deathcap third instead of Shadow Flame third. Because they're gonna build MR for Katarina anyways. So I think Deathcap's just a better item for Gwen. More flat AP. Okay, we pull Elder. Let's watch this fight. I think you should insta ghost ult. Like here, I would ult ghost right now, and here I see a 3-man ult. Like walk like this, and then boom, 3-man ult in this corridor. You still haven't ulted or ghosted yet, by the way. Still, you want to ult early to get your charge up. Like here, you want to already have R3 instead of R2, and then this R3 kills these guys, right? The earlier you ult, the earlier thing. And here, like, it's just late. And also here, I think at this point you can also just play to kill the Scion for free, right? Here, you instead of diving in, you could just kill Scion, and then you pull Baron Elder because it's 45 because Sion's dead, and obviously these guys are too low to keep fighting. Like Viego's half, fucking Ari's half. So you'll kill this guy and you'll pull it 45 plus their half HP. But you overchase obviously, and you never even popped Ghost once yet. You may be like, oh, would a Ghost matter? Well, if you ghosted, would you be able to, maybe be able to kite some spells? Maybe you would be instead of being here, you'd be here right now. You would have been faster, and you'd get an extra auto off or two on the Viego, an extra auto off or two on the Viego. would kill him, right? Also, you queued here at a Q2. You want a Q3. You want an auto here, then Q. There'd be a Q3, and this Q3 would kill Viego, guaranteed. And at the very least, it's 1-for-1. And then they have no smite for Elder now. But now they, but yeah. So I think you could have 100% won this fight, got Elder. Looks like he has one afterwards. Now you have Elder, you should definitely do Baron. Nice. You kill them all, get Elder, get Baron. Now we have to play that in the game. Again, good thing. No res, no Raptors. Just babysit your team. Do not fucking go to your camps. Perfect. Good job. Okay, double inhib, we got tower. Ult early. Again, you're still not ulting. Um, I really care about just charging your ult up, you know? So right now you don't have R1. Right now you threw R1, R2, now you have R3, and now this is an R3. 4-man R3. That's gonna do like fucking 4,000 damage basically. 1,000 damage per person or something crazy, you know? And that doesn't kill anyone, but it chunks them. They all have to go fountain to get HP. And then while that's happening, you could go and one shot this tower or something, you know? Again, not 100% sure it wins you the fight, but I'm just could be objective about what you could do better in the fights. I'm not saying it 100% changes or wins you or loses you the fight or anything. Okay, last fight of the game is Elder. You get the Elder, and then you just win the game. So yeah, I don't know. It's a decent game. I definitely think the you need to work on when you're like. I think you're doing way too active plays early game, and you really need to farm for your Dawn and Asters, and that's when you really spike as Gwen. So I think you're forcing way too much. And then in mid game, I think you're farming on the really wrong timers. But besides that, it's a pretty good VOD. I think also in the fights, you have to ult way earlier and ghost way earlier and just full send it. If you have any questions, Joker, dismiss with me on Discord as always. Hopefully that was helpful. Goodbye.